Now, VS Code hint, tip, and trick of the week, and this one I'm going to take because this was one of the ones that Grant showed me last week before I talked to him about GitHub Copilot. But you want to tell us about the extension you were using?
Yes. So in VS Code, there is an extension for ChatGPT, and as I'm sure many of you know, the all about all of the OpenAI stuff that's come out and how AI is getting ready to take over and come kill us all. They're gonna go full Terminator on us.
Yeah.
But no, there is a extension for ChatGPT. So if you have an account with OpenAI.com, you can integrate that into VS Code and you can send it commands. You can actually highlight pieces of code and you can ask it to explain the code. Maybe if you're dealing in like a legacy system and you've got a big function and you're just like, what in the world is this thing doing? You can right click, say ChatGPT, explain this code to me, and it will explain it to you. And actually, I mean, from what I've seen, Gavin, it's pretty remarkable what it can do.
I mean, the explaining was really good. I mean, we even did some tags to script conversions, and some of them worked pretty well. Some of them didn't. And you showed me how if you add the right prompts, like, I think the one we had was a query tag to query, script. It was a little bit weird, but when you told it to do it with SQL execute, it got a lot closer. Still not perfect, but considering the amount of ColdFusion code that's out there compared to other languages, it's still pretty surprising. And if you treat it like it's a pseudocoder, and then sort of a good starting point or a way to explain code or document the code, like that's pretty cool. If you can take a function and say explain, summarize what this is doing, you can put that in your documentation and you're done. And just obviously fact check it, make sure it sounds like it's doing it right. But yeah, I mean, it can work with the 3.5 models from ChatGPT. It's pretty slick what it can do. And
yeah, we don't have it in the notes here either, but Gavin opened my eyes to using GitHub Copilot inside of VS Code as well, and it's kind of the same thread. It's been pretty remarkable what it can do. A lot of code completion. You're sitting there typing code, and it just offers up a suggestion. And I've been very surprised at how right it is. About it's learning as you're going, and it's just some super cool stuff we're running into. So
yeah, I like this one too because it's more of a question answer format. So this one you can ask to summarize. I mean, GitHub Copilot, when you type, it gives you some auto suggest, but if you also open up the tab on that, there's actually a whole bunch of stuff that it's considering but isn't good enough to just prompt for you to autocomplete. But you can go look at some of the other recommendations and some of the other things. So it's all pretty cool. So anyway, we thought we'd jump on the bandwagon there. And like I said, I hadn't even seen that one. I used Copilot, but I hadn't seen the ChatGPT just question answer format, and thought it was pretty cool. So we're sharing with you guys. So go check that out.
Yeah.
That was our VS Code hint, tip, and trick of the week. Brought to you by Modernize or Die Podcast, CFML News Edition, proudly sponsored by Order Solutions. You can see the new episodes every week on cfmlnews.modernizeordie.io or on the Order Solutions YouTube channel.